Good morning. So, Saturday morning, I'm Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator. So, like I say, good morning. It's great that we are on card sketch number 66. I find that always amazing. Every time I go one extra week, it's really cool. It really truly is. So anyways, this card sketch, I had to do some modifications with it, and the reason I did was because I was going to find I was finding, and I'm sure I would have many of you that would be very frustrated with a certain part that I had done with it. So, and that's all lining it up and everything else. Good morning, Sandra. So I thought this is a better modification that I've done with it, so it'll work better this way. So I'm using some new product. How could I not use new product from the new mini catalog that goes live on August the 3rd? So not too much longer, about a week and a half. So why not? Let's just see and let's get going on it. So let me move my camera down. Good morning, everybody. So, yes, it is smoky out there. That is for sure. I shared a map of British Columbia, and you can't even see our city. We can't even see Kamloops because there's fires all around us, which is so unfortunate. Okay, so this is a card sketch. So what it is a regular base, and that's what I've just put here. That's a regular base once it's folded. And layer number 1 is... Oops, we forgot. That's 4 inch by 5 1/4. I'll get that fixed for when I put that on. Then we're going to have 4 pieces that are here that are 7/8 by 3 7/8. Now, the reason why I've done a modification was I was going to do it with 5 of those, but lining it up was such a pain in the neck that I'm sure I would have been cursed by everybody else. This is 2 7/8 circle. Oh, like I say, I should, 2 7/8 inch circle. And then I have a tag here that's from the Taylor Tags, but it can be 1 3/4 by 3 7/8. So let's get going on this. I will show you. I'm using Nature's Harvest. This is another one of those ones that are kind of like the quiet moments where it's I call them weeds. I mean, they're not weeds, but there's... I think this is an echinacea, if I'm thinking echinacea. No, Edelweiss. I'm not sure what kind of a flower that is. But in any event, I'm using these dies along with this stamp set. I'm actually just using a sentiment from that stamp set. But we'll see how this all turns out. Never really know. I kind of put it together and then I kind of put it... I kind of, in my mind, put it together, and then I go ahead and put it together while we're here today. So I've got all my little pieces here. I actually went and cut my my cardstock, and this is soft succulent, and I've cut it 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 1/2. I just wanted to change up the way that I always seem to do it. Oh, it's a cone flower? Okay, well, see, I learned something. I never know. And then I have another piece. Like I say, this is 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to put that on there, but I'm going to layer the Designer Series paper on there first. So I have this Designer Series paper, and this is actually from the Nature's Harvest, from this Designer Series paper. And I believe that's the name of the paper. Just bear with me. It is called Harvest Meadow paper, and it's beautiful paper. Just giving you a kind of a sneak peek. But I love this soft succulent one, and it has writing on it. So I've got to make sure that I've got the writing in the right spot. I just wanted a 1/16 of an inch border around there. So I'm going to show you how I'm actually going to do this so that it does line up. And that's why I took the middle piece out. So like I say, I've got to make sure that I've got the writing going the right way. So I'm just going to layer that onto there. And then we'll put our second piece, and then we'll put our third and fourth piece, but down at the bottom. So in other words, what I'm doing is I'm kind of cheating is. But you know what? Like I said, you guys are going to like me a lot better by me doing it that way than trying to get those 5 pieces in together. When I did it this morning, I went, ooh, this is going to be, I was using my mat to try to get the right portions in between, and I went, you know, this just is not going to work. So, all right, so then I'm going to go ahead and put this piece on the bottom. And like I say, I've got to make sure I've got the writing going the right way. Now, if you want, you could be brave and put that 3rd piece in the middle, or 5th piece in the middle. But trust me, it really is going to save an awful lot of frustration by doing it this way. So my original card sketch was totally different this morning when I started it, or what my thought was. Okay, so now what I can do is I can go ahead and layer that onto the card base. But this piece here, this is the circle. I went and I actually put it, I ran it through another really, really neat embossing folder, and this is going to be a mainstay embossing folder, I'm sure. If it doesn't get carried into the annual catalog, I'll be totally shocked. But it's called Well Worn, and I'm going to put that there, on there. And I'm actually going to turn around. I was originally going to put it right there, but I'm going to put it on with dimensionals, and then I'm going to go and trim it. Now here's another one. It has words on it, so you want to make sure that you've got them going in the right direction as well. Lots of things to think about on this particular one, that's for sure. So don't forget, tonight is Sip and Stamp night if you want to join. I know I'm getting busy just finishing up all my swaps that I have to do. But why not stamp with somebody else? All right, so like I say, I'm going to make sure my words are going the right way. And I'm going to layer this onto it like about there. And then at that point, now I can turn around and I can cut this. I'm just going to bring in my little trimmer and line that up. I'm just going to cut that off. So it's just a little bit different. Now I can go ahead and layer that onto there. Now, of course, we're also going to want to do the inside, but I forgot to actually cut my piece of basic white for the inside. All right. Like I say, I use glue when I'm on camera because I can get it straighter that way because of the wiggle room. Still prefer to use my seal. Right. So now I also, this is a piece that actually is from this Nature's Harvest. From the Nature's Harvest. It's from one of the dies. So I'm going to actually go in, and I'm hoping I'm going to get this straight. There's a really neat thing that says good luck. So I'm going to come in with my Evening Evergreen because it's darker. And hopefully we'll get this straight. So it has the good luck. I could have used thank you, but I want a good luck card. So let's see if I can get that on there straight. You know what? It might even be too short of a... Yeah, it is kind of. So I'm going to switch that up. I'm going to go and I'm going to use a thank you instead. Let's just take that off. And we'll use thank you instead. Just make sure we got that on there straight. Yep. All right. Again, though, this is a challenge. Not bad. So then I'm going to actually put this. Oh, I had an extra one just in case it didn't work very good. I'm going to put that on there like that. But I'm going to put this, glue this part on and put a dimensional on this part. Double check. And then I'll just glue this part on there. Should probably put this on at the end. Let me just put that on at the end. Now, I did go ahead and I cut some of these, but I also have my tag, and these are from the tailored tags. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this part. These are like those reinforcements. I don't know if you remember. I remember at school we used to have reinforcements for our loose leaf. We're just going to put that on there. Now, that one I probably should have used the round one. There's one there that has, the tailor tags has the round, but I'm going to just put this up like this. I'm going to be covering this anyways. So this wasn't the right tag to use. Let me grab it. So I should have used this round one. And you know, let's go ahead and correct that, because I don't like that. So I'm just going to come in with my die and my baby emboss. And let's just run this through. Just like this, put this on here. Well, I'm going to have to use the other one. Oh my goodness, I think I'm getting silly. Anyways, so I'm just going to do this. I just wanted that because I think it would look better. So I'm just going to actually, on my tag, let's put the glue on there. Of course, that doesn't happen to anybody, right? Okay. All about detail. Probably, like I say, I'm probably going to end up covering this part off anyways, because of the way that I'm putting this on. All right, so I'm just going to put that on there. Yeah, that works a lot better. And like I say, you're probably not going to see it after I go do this next step anyways. So I'm coming in with my soft succulent ribbon. And I'm just going to put it through here. And I'm going to trim that off. And then I'm just coming in with my essential baker's twine. And we're just going to wrap that around there. There we go. I've got glue on my fingers now, so there we go. All right. We need that extra hand in the studio. But I don't want to use a glue dot on there. So let's just... There we All right, we'll give it a bit of a haircut. And so now what that can do is this is going to go up here. And these weeds are going to go, I don't know if I should have that straight. That's kind of how I had it. Let's take a quick boo. See. You know what? I'm going to actually put it off to the side like that. All right. Now this is high. It's been raised up, but I think I'm going to put some more dimensionals on there. And I'm actually going to put the dimensionals down the middle of this. Like I say, let's just put it off to the side like so. See how that's going to look. And then we'll put this up here. There we go. And you know, because I put that on dimensionals, I'm going to have to put 2 dimensionals on this side here. Because it has 2 layers to come up there. So let's just put that thank you there. And then we can go ahead and glue this part on. Okay. And just put some of these. I really like this. This is another one of those ones that I'm probably going to use quite a bit. But I decided to use them in a different color than what they had suggested to use with the yellows and the blues. And I'm going to trim this off the bottom. At different lengths like they have it. There we go. And of course then we got to sit there and do some embellishments on there. So I'm going to come in with my Genial Gems because they go so well with that, the soft succulent. So let's put one there, put one there, and whoops, let's take another one. And we can put it right there. Right. So there's my card. I hope you like that. Like I say, that gives just a tiny bit different. You can just, I just moved this over a bit, so it looked a little bit off kilter. I liked it a little bit better. Now, let me just bring this back down. And we will see how we go. So I'm dying to see what you guys are going to do with yours.